Hello everyone, my name is Akhila. Currently I am pursuing BTech second year from Vasirati Venkatadri Institute of Technology. Today I am here to give a demo on Introduction to DevOps. Let us see what are the contents we are going to learn in this session. Why DevOps? What is DevOps? Stages in DevOps? Tools used in DevOps? Advantages and disadvantages of DevOps. Let us see why DevOps. Before knowing about the DevOps, we are very familiar about the software development lifecycle, in which we will follow the some phases to complete the project development. Let us see some process models. Waterfall model. In waterfall model, it is a linear model. After one phase, we can go to the another phase. In this, there are total 6 phases: requirement and gathering analysis, design, implement, test, deploy, and maintenance. This is only used for the small projects. Let us see another process model, which is Agile model. In Agile model, it is an iterative process. First, the communication between the client and the developer will take place. Communication, planning, modeling, construction, deployment, and deliver product to the customer. And that after the delivering the product, they will add some other features for that, and they continuously iterate the product to get the better. Let us see what are the main differences between waterfall and agile model. Waterfall model, it is a linear model and there is no backtracking in the waterfall model. It takes longer time to deliver any product and it is not easy to identify in which stage we have got the errors. When we come to the agile model is used for the complex projects. It is a continuous iteration model. It changes the product. That means it changes the frequencies of the, we can add features for the old product. That means before developed product, we can add some new features for that. Now, let us see DevOps. In any software development project, we have 3 teams: business team, development team, and operations team. Development team and operations team. In the name DevOps, it is a combination of both development team and operations team. Development team wants always changes in their product. Like when we consider our mobiles, Android mobiles, there are so many versions. From version to version, just they are adding some features and releasing another version. That means they want always changes in their products. When we come to the operations team, they want always stability. Stability means when we compare the maths operators like addition, subtraction, they always perform addition between two numbers or subtraction between two numbers. Like that, they want stability. Operations team wants stability. Development team wants continuous changes in their product. For that, they are using 2 models. Operations team using waterfall and development team using agile. It is not easy to use both at a time. So they thought that to develop a new technology, it is not a technology. We all think that DevOps is a technology. It is a methodology. They thought that used to of both combination of one, that is DevOps methodology. Let us see what is DevOps. In DevOps also we have several phases like plan, code, build, test, integrate, deploy, operate, and monitor. Let us see what is an DevOps. DevOps is a practice that allows a single team to manage the entire application development lifecycle. That is development, testing, deployment, and operations. The main goal of the DevOps is to shorten the system's development lifecycle. That means using the both models takes longer time. To shorten that time, we are using the DevOps. Let us see what are the stages involved in the DevOps. Stages. There are 4 main stages in the DevOps. And another additional is continuous monitoring. Continuous monitoring will monitors all the stages are working good or not. Application is developing. Is it correct state or not? Let us see what are the 4 stages and how they works. Sorry. Continuous deployment, continuous development. Continuous development. In this phase, that involves planning and coding of the software. The vision of the software is decided during the planning phase, and the developer begin developing the code for the application. There are no DevOps tools required for this continuous development, but there are number of tools for maintaining the code. Like we can write in many languages like Java, Python, C++, C, etc. Continuous testing. Continuous testing. In this stage, the software where it is developed, it is continuously tested for identifying bugs and errors. For continuous testing, we use some automation tools like Selenium, TestNG, JUnit, etc. Continuous integration. This is the stage where the main process occurs. This is the heart of the entire DevOps lifecycle. In this stage, the developer required to commit changes to the source code for more frequently. That means for a week or daily basis or weekly basis or monthly basis. Continuous deployment. This is the stage where the code is deployed to the production servers. It is also important to ensure that the code is correctly deployed on all the servers or not for further testing. Continuous monitoring. This is a very crucial stage in DevOps development lifecycle, where you continuously monitor the performance of all your applications. That means which have developed in the above 4 stages: continuous development, continuous testing, continuous integration, and continuous deployment. Let us see in which we will use all these. For plan and code purpose, we will use continuous development. For build and test purpose, we will use continuous testing. For deploy and operate purpose, we will use continuous deployment. For monitoring, we will use continuous monitoring. For integration purpose, we will use continuous integration stage. In this, we will use so many tools to perform this. In the name itself, continuous means automation. Let us see what are the tools involved in developing a DevOps. There are many tools available in DevOps. Some of them are given below: Git tool, Jenkins, Puppet, Selenium, and Bitbucket. Let us see one by one what they works and where we will use them. Git tool in DevOps. Git tool is used for source code management. It is free and open source version control tool. Git is used for tracking changes in the source code, enabling multiple developers to work together on non-linear deployment or development. It was developed by Linus Torvalds in 2005 for the development of the Linux kernels. Let us see what is Jenkins and how it works. It is a Java-based open source automation platform with the plugins designed for continuous integration. It is used to continuously create and test software projects, making it easier for developers and DevOps engineers to integrate changes to the projects and for consumers to get a new build project in faster time. Let us see what is Puppet. Puppet is an open source software configuration management and deployment tool. It is the most commonly used on Linux and Windows to pull the strings on multiple application servers at once. But you can also use several platforms like including IBM mainframes, Mac OS servers, etc. Let us see what is Selenium and how it works. Selenium is a testing tool. It is an open source tool that automates web browsers. It provides a single interface that lets you write test scripts in programming languages like Java, Python, C++, C, PHP, etc. Let us see what is Bitbucket. Bitbucket is a cloud-based service that helps developers to store and manage their code, as well as track and control the changes in their code. Let us see what are the advantages and disadvantages of DevOps. Advantages of DevOps: faster issue resolution and reduced complexity. Faster issue resolution means, as we all know, that the people who know both waterfall and agile models, they only know the DevOps. That people can easily resolve it. That means overcome the problems which are issued in the project. Reduced complexity. It is more easy to understand than compared to other models. Faster and better product delivery. It takes less time to deliver the product. Greater scalability and availability. We can add any features after the. It is easy to add any features after the development of the project too. Greater automation and innovations. Let us see what are the disadvantages. Less availability of DevOps professionals. Infrastructure cost is high for setting by DevOps environment. Lack of DevOps knowledge can lead to problems in the continuous integration. Without having complete knowledge about DevOps, it is very difficult to develop a project. That means it leads to many problems. I hope you all have understood about a little bit about DevOps. Thank you.